Alright guys, so we're going to take a look at the Aeroplane Heaven P-47. So generally I don't have a very fond view of the Aeroplane Heaven airplanes because of the P-51 and the sounds, and so everybody knows, my thoughts on that. But we'll give this a try. We'll see what this is all about. Orbx gave us a copy of it to check it out. So I can say that it looks really nice. I did take a little flight in it earlier, and so I can say that it looks really nice. I mean, just looking at it from the outside, I really think they did a good job on the outside of it. If we take a look from the inside, same. I think it looks good from the inside too. Everything pretty much looks good. And we did find a couple unique things, like down in the bottom there's a picture of some lady, but I think it's the same picture in every plane, so I guess all the guys had the same girlfriend, which, typical, it happens. No, I'm just joking, but anyway, so I think everything looks good as far as the feel and the look of it, the textures. I think they all look really good. So the big question, the sound. What is the sound gonna look like, or sound like? What is the sound gonna? That's what we really want to know, right? Anybody who's gonna be watching this video, you guys are like, you guys are like, shut up. We just want to know about the sound. Okay, so I'll shut up. I'm just gonna Control E this. We're gonna go on a quick flight over the channel, and we're gonna land at El Fat. So right now we're currently at Burning Blue Designs. This is Thurrock Airfield. So it's the first and only airfield that I've gotten from Burning Blue Designs, but I really like it. So that's why I chose to start here. And so we're gonna go ahead and taxi down to the other side because the wind direction. And so let's start this up. Okay. Sounds are good from sounds are good at this point. Sounds pretty good. See, the animation for the prop cone is a little weird, but other than that, I mean, the rest of it looks really good. So but yeah, okay. Sounds good so far. Sounds good on the inside. Let's open the canopy and see if okay. So canopy opens up and the sound does get louder, so that's good. I think the sounds are a little off. So when you open the canopy, then the sounds for it rolling come backwards. So that's a minor issue. But, as you guys know, I mean, I'm not, the P-51 is the aircraft that I first got from Aeroplane Heaven, and I was so excited to get it, and just unbelievable how disappointed I was in that. And then, my conversation with them afterwards did not go that well. So, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to try the Lancaster. I know they have Echo 19 doing their Spitfires, and I think they're Hawker. So let's hope that, or the Hurricane. So let's hope that they're having them do the Lancaster. I know for a fact that Echo 19, which is they're a pretty renowned sound studio, I think they did the sounds for the 310 from Blackbird, but don't quote me. But I know they're pretty good, and they used to work with like DCS and things like that. So, so anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put on the options for the P-47. We'll take a quick look at the options here. So we have our wartime pilot. And then, so what I want to do actually is put on my own. So I have the Got Friends. By the way, if you guys do get things from Got Friends, you can use my code BurstixTV at checkout. It does not give a discount, but it does help out the stream. So if you're going to buy stuff from there, it just lets you know that they're coming from, that you guys are coming from my videos or streams. So, and I do get a small percentage on that. But it's a great way to help out the stream, and Got Friends prices are amazing anyway. So with that being said, We switched over to our Got Friends pilot here. And we're going to go to default. So that should then... Oh, I didn't switch it. Give me 1 second here. I think I accidentally clicked on my own name. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we should have... Okay, cool. So it does allow you to have your own pilot and character in there, which is nice. I don't like it when they make you have a certain pilot. I like it when you're able to do your own thing. So that's cool. So let's check out. We got this gun sight here. And then we can switch this gun sight. Okay. And then I think to turn on... Might as well turn on our lights too. Okay, the reticle power's on. We'll turn the compass light on. We'll turn our UV lighting on. I noticed there is quite a bit of in-op in here. Circuit breakers don't work, things like that. I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people really don't like in-op. They want the the study level stuff, but I'm okay with that. Having an airplane every once in a while that doesn't have all the fancy stuff with it. So, but I do kind of like this loadout thing. I do kind of like that. So let's see with the GPS. Okay, so we have, this looks like a 530 or a 430. Okay, so we have GPS. I'm going to stick with this gun sight here. Looks okay. We'll check it out a little more later. And now, just so you guys know, that the point of this video, I'm not trying to do like a full-on like startup, all that kind of run through. I'm just trying to hear the sounds and check out the main features so you guys can check it out. So, all right, so check out the different loadout options we have. Okay, these look nice. So I will say this, you guys all know from my Twitch stream, if you guys haven't checked out my Twitch stream, it's twitch.tv/Burstix, but you guys all know from my Twitch stream that I'm not super fond of Aeroplane Heaven at this point, but if they do switch it around, they do make things better. I'm not against trying out their products, and so I've already stated that I'm going to get the Lancaster no matter what. I really hope that Echo 19 is doing the sounds on it. But I do like this. You see they have the extra little the hookups and things like that. And so far the sound is all right. So I'm happy with that so far, which is surprising. Really surprising. Okay, so we have a nice center tank there. I like that. So maybe we'll... no, I'm not going to leave the center tank on. So let's get... Alright, so the bombs are cool. I do know, I've already tried dropping them. There's no animation for dropping them as far as I can tell. So we've got two different sizes of bombs. We have the huge bombs and the small bombs. So that's like 3,000 pounds of bombs right there. Wow. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's as far as we can go. So we're going to go back to... We'll put on the small bombs because we're not really going to be going that far. And I don't want all the extra weight. Okay, cool. So then let's go ahead and take that off. Now I did read the manual, and it did mention dev mode. If you have dev mode on, you can't shoot the guns very well. So let's try to shoot the guns without the dev mode on. Okay, so I did try to shoot the guns earlier, and I couldn't see anything coming from the guns. And it still seems as if I can't see anything coming from the guns. So that is definitely not that good that we can't see that. But hopefully they'll get it fixed. I've been staying away from Aeroplane Heaven, so I honestly can only tell you that, like, this aircraft, I'm trying it out so you guys can see it. I'm not a huge fan of Aeroplane Heaven, but I know that if you like the P-47, you're going to end up getting it anyway if it's decent. So that's why we're checking it out. But why I'm saying that is because I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get an update. I will say the sound on the guns is kind of, it's not the best. Actually, it sounds decent from the inside though. It's got like it's different than other planes that have guns in the sim. So okay, so let's get out of here. Okay. Still sounds decent so far. Okay, I have my tail wheel locked. Oh no, I don't. Oh. Okay, there we go. So yeah, overall it looks good. I like it. I've tried out most of the liveries. We'll probably end up going through the liveries with dev mode as I normally do on my stream. One thing I wanted to look at is the prop. Does the prop look all octagonal like the other one, like the P-51? And it doesn't. It's not the best prop. It's not the best prop animation that I've ever seen, but it's not the worst either. So overall, I would say that the 3D model and the textures, I would give it probably an 8.5 out of 10. Some things that could be a little better, but okay, so let's get the I did note that the engine cowl flaps animation was pretty cool, so it's going to be a little hard to see. The animation looks pretty good. Okay, so let's get out of here. I'm going to straighten up a bit and then lock the tail wheel and we'll get out of here. Okay, I do want to put a little bit of rudder trim. I don't know which way I'm going to be turning though. Still sounds good. Okay, not bad. Probably typical for this plane, I would imagine. Okay, we're off the ground. Stop the wheels. Get the gear up. Okay, it doesn't sound bad. Maybe it sounds just a bit like echoey, possibly, but or like enclosed. I'm not really sure how to explain the sound. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but I will say the plane looks pretty good. I almost hate to say it, but I kind of like it. The only thing I can say is that prop animation looks a little funky, but yeah, it's kind of. I know they're hard to do in the sim, so. Okay, so let's turn and get across the channel. Going to turn that down just a bit. I don't want it to be too quiet, but I know in the YouTube video that I watched prior to getting this, the sound wasn't loud enough in the guy's YouTube video, so I want to make sure that at least my voice is coming up a little, over so you guys can hear me. But okay, so I'm not sure exactly how the sights worked. But I don't hate that sight. It doesn't look of the highest fidelity, but I almost kind of like it better than it like moving around. But I don't know which one. I don't know like what is realistic and what is not. Okay, so let's try to see if it has autopilot. Leveled off. Alright, let's check flyby sound. Flyby sound is important. Get all the way to the ground. Turn it up a little bit. Okay, so let me Lost my airplane. Let's try it one more time. A bit faster. This might be really loud, guys. Sorry. But it's good. We're figuring shit out. Dude, I lost it again. No freaking way. Alright, let me reset the damn drone. Hold on. Turn that down just a bit. And so we're going to speed up the drone here. Okay, we'll turn it up. Okay, it doesn't sound bad. So, at full power here, it doesn't sound like it has a loop. Obviously, it probably is looping at some point, but it seems you can't like tell that there's a loop. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but it almost sounds like the RPMs are a little high or something. Because I have watched a couple of YouTube videos with the P-47, but either way, it doesn't sound terrible. So at least I'm happy with that. I still don't fully support Aeroplane Heaven in a way because of the P-51. I'm quite a bit salty about that, but at the same time, I think that if you like the P-47 and it's a plane that you've wanted for a while, and you have a chance to get one, and I think it's decent. So the price is $33.99. I think $33.99 or something close to that. Obviously, we got ours from Orbx, so I'll have a link at the bottom of the channel if you guys pick it up from that link. It helps old BurstixTV out. So feel free to grab it from Orbx. I like to get a lot of my stuff from Orbx as far as that goes because it's all in one place. So I have a ton from Orbx. Let's see here. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but I did get this from Orbx. Now, if I didn't get it from them, I would have purchased it anyway because I love the P-47. It's not a plane that I've loved forever, but because one of my favorite streamers loves it, I've been looking into it a little more, and so I was super excited to find out it came out. But I will say, it's I like the 3D model. The prop animation looks pretty good. Sounds are not terrible. I mean, they're kind of good in a way. Do I think they could be better? Sure. Let's take a look actually and see how they did the sounds. I don't know if that means that, I'm not sure if that means that they use WYs or not. Not really able to tell, but what I was looking for was there like sound wave files or whatever in there? Like, you know, that would be like possibly that it came from FSX or something like that. Which I think that this is a port over. I think it is, but I don't know for sure. So it feels like I've said that a lot in this video, but it's because I don't normally buy things from Aeroplane Heaven. But I think that my theory on it is, like, if they can clean up their aircraft sound, I think they would have a lot of potential. So what I've heard some people say is that Aeroplane Heaven has been around for a long time, and possibly they were set in like their older ways. So I don't really know for sure. So I don't know much about them, and I'm relatively new to the sim. Been around the sim for about 12 to 15 months or something like that. So I don't really know, and I can't say for sure, but I think, you know, that could be possible, as if they were, you know, sometimes when developers get set in like the older ways of doing things, it can be hard to learn. But like the thing I've always said is like just learn WYs. Like Got Friends had to do that, you know. That's 270 does all their sounds, and yeah, it wasn't easy, and they didn't learn it quickly. Well, I mean, actually, 270 learned it pretty quickly, relative to, you know, how difficult it is to learn. But yeah. So I think that hopefully, you know, if they change the things that are lacking with Aeroplane Heaven and maybe work on their customer service a bit better, I think they'd have a better deal. I think they'd have a better time with their add-ons in the sim. And as far as my customer service with them went, you know, I kind of had a little issue when I emailed them, and they kind of acted like, oh, well, you know, so I emailed them about the sounds about the P-51, and, you know, they acted like they didn't know what I was talking about. And I'm like, you know, there is literally forums that still exist that talk about the sound on the P-51, you know. So, but anyway, I don't want to get into that too much. All I can say is that I actually like this aircraft. It looks really nice. The sound is definitely much more acceptable than the P-51. Do I think it's perfect? No. But I think if you like the P-47, I think it's pretty good. And so I'm happy because it's a nice airplane, and I think that this possibly means that we may see Aeroplane Heaven turning around the things that they're doing. And another thing that I've noticed too is that they actually put out some updates for like the 140, which I've been interested in getting, but I've never bought because I've heard bad things about it. So, but I will say this is pretty acceptable. It flies nice. It reacts to like the wind and everything pretty good. It feels realistic. Don't know why the guns won't do anything though. But I do like the features, you know, like we said about the them allowing you to put your own pilot in there, which is nice. So let's dive on this ship here. As you can see, this plane does have 2 ship kills, so. So I think the gun sound should be turned up a bit though. Overspeeding, holy. I wonder if it's got oh, I think I had the flaps down somewhat. But yeah, I mean, overall it's nice. It's pretty nice. So $33. You know, I honestly think maybe that's a little too much as far as like overall price for it, because it's not of the level of like a Flying Irons plane. It's definitely not. But at the same time, you know, there are good things about it, you know. So I think 33 may be a little high, but I know I can definitely say that I would purchase it. If Orbx didn't give me a copy of it, I would definitely purchase it because the P-47 is so damn iconic. And overall, this is a great model of it. Okay, so we were gonna cross the channel, but I totally got caught up in talking too much and forgot to cross the channel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find somewhere else to land, and we may, let's see, where could we land at? I mean, we still could cross the channel. Let's see how far. It's actually about the same distance either way, so yeah, we'll still cross the channel. Oh, I still had the gun shooting. So yeah, I don't know why the guns won't shoot, but I hope that they get that fixed up pretty quick. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys think that this looks pretty good, I'm going to try to get a pretty high quality video so you guys can see how good it looks. As far as 2K, I don't know if I'll be able to get a 2K video open because of the software that I use for my videos currently. But I will try to get a 2K video out. high are we? 7,000 feet, so I wonder if I need to start pulling back. Let's do auto rich, I guess. See how it sounds when we pull back the prop a little bit. Camera's good. I like that. The camera's automatically set up in a decent spot, so. Pull back the prop a little more. Everything seems to work pretty good though. I can say it is beautiful. So you know what we can do? Let's do this. Let's use flow. Let's use flow to, let's see, let's put on dev mode. Because it did say that, you know, not to use dev mode or you wouldn't be able to see the guns. There's supposed to be like shell casings and everything, but I'm not seeing that. And I did check the manual and didn't seem, nothing stood out to me that you had to put any weight or anything in for there to be weapons because there's no spot for that. So I don't see any ammunition weight spot or anything like that. And it did say that if you use dev mode you won't be able to see certain things, but because we're already not seeing them, we're just going to actually turn on dev mode using our wonderful flow from Parallel 42. By the way, I'm super excited for Parallel 42's new effects. If you guys haven't heard anything, or if you've been living under a rock lately, Parallel 42's got a new effects mod coming out pretty soon, and so we're actually going to be testing that out on Twitch like within the next couple days. So make sure to stop into the Twitch channel and check out our stream of that. So it'll be posted in the Discord. I always have a Discord or a link to the Discord in the comments below, or in the in the description below. So okay, so we're gonna start at the top here, right? So we're gonna use dev mode to check out the different liveries. Okay, so this is the factory metal. Looks good. Still no guns. Thought I would check. Guns, by the way, is water rudder or Control W, and then you can set it. I have it set to. I have it set somewhere already on my HOTAS on my BKB. Okay, so factory painted, looks good. It's got that old flat look to it, which I like to see on Warbirds. I don't know if that's too loud or what, but hopefully it comes out good on the YouTube video. Okay, that's neat. So you got the bare metal, and then you got the flat look with the Darling Dottie. Alright, so we actually need to gain a little more altitude here before I keep switching. Alright, Lady Ruth. Looks good. Alright, this is the next one is the 302nd, 332nd FG, so it looks like maybe Red Tails or something. Now this is a nice ass livery. Look at that cowling. Okay. Alright. Oh, I really like this livery. Wow. Also, you have the nice effect underneath, which actually I don't know if it's showing now because I'm using dev mode, which it mentions multiple times in the PDF not to use dev mode. Mind you, we didn't have it on in the beginning because I wanted to see the weapon animations. Wow. Yeah, this really does look good. So I think if they fix the prop animation, which I don't know if they will be able to, it's a tough one to do, but it's not gonna bother me too bad. But I hope they can fix that. And then as far as the sounds go, I mean, they're fine. They're not perfect. but I think they're fine. And I think if you like the P-47, I think this is a good buy. And like I always say, even if I'm wrong about something, I will change my tune. So as far as Aeroplane Heaven goes, typically, like I said, I don't care for them too much, but I will say they did a decent job with this. Those last two liveries were nice, by the way. They're all pretty nice. Okay, look at that, invasion stripes, I like it. Wow, this aircraft just looks so good in general. Like, it's just such a nice looking aircraft. It just looks like such a hot rod, you know. I love this era more than any other era. I love this era of aircraft. Ooh, look at that, Lend-Lease. We got the Russian version. All right, we'll take it. All right, we got 3 more to go. The Kansas Tornado. Oh, this livery is nice too. Okay, it's growing on me. It's growing on me, boys. It's definitely growing on me. The Zombie. This is the one that I think they used in their video from their YouTube video from the manual. All right, and then the last one is the one we started in. So, okay, well let's land this thing, and then we'll go ahead and get this YouTube video uploaded. I'm not going to do any special cuts to it. I'm just going to upload it and get it out. So hopefully it's acceptable for everybody. I hope you guys like it. If not, no worries. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you guys know when I get new videos posted. And also, don't forget to come check out the Twitch, because we have a lot of fun on there. We do group flights weekly, Mondays and Tuesdays at 6 p.m. No stream on Wednesday. And then we have Thursdays, 6 p.m. And then Saturdays, sometime in the afternoon on Saturdays. So those are our stream times, and if you've never been in before, we'd love to have you. All right, so we're gonna do off-field landing. I got the flaps out. Let's see if I can actually... Oh no, we got an airport right over here. So let's go to this airport right over here. Yeah, you know, and the big thing for me was the P-51. You couldn't hear the engine sounds because the wind is so loud, you know, and it seems like something a developer could fix, because I know there's developers that are able to work with sounds pretty well. You know, but why I got so upset with Airplane Heaven, and I'll be honest about this, why I got so upset with them is because when I emailed them, they acted like they didn't know what I was talking about. And I'm like, come on, there's no way you don't know what I'm talking about. This is like one of the most iconic aircraft in the world, and the sound isn't that great. And people have voiced their opinion online about it. So, but I'm always up for a comeback story, and so if Airplane Heaven can hopefully use Echo 19 on all their future aircraft, and then with this sound, I don't know how they did this sound or what, but it's not terrible. It's actually pretty decent at times. I think it sounds the best on the ground. So I got a 24 knot tailwind, flying around with full flaps. Oh, and I didn't talk much about the flight model, but flight model's actually pretty good. I like it. All right, come on now. I'm actually going to turn around and land this properly. Oh, by the way, any of you welders out there, I think those welds look good as far as like the 3D model of it, but that's not based on any fact. That's just, I mean, I'm not really too, I don't know much about welding, so if anybody out there is a welder and you can tell me what you think of these welds, I think they look good though, as far as like what it looks like in the 3D model. So let's open up the canopy. So, oh yeah, in that sound too, the canopy sound is a little latent, so I think that should be obviously fixed. But other than that, I am really digging this aircraft, which was, it's never easy to admit when, you know, to change your mind about something, or, you know, admit you're wrong, but I'm not wrong about my previous statements. I'm, you know, as far as how I feel about Aeroplane Heaven, I just hope that this is the start to them, you know, coming over to the new sim and doing things, you know, the new way. Hope we can nail this landing, man. I don't want to mess it up. Come on now. We have a quartering headwind at about 21 knots. Okay, come on, get her down, get her down. Get rid of these flaps so I can lose all this lift. A lot of wind, so. Alright, stick back. About 75% brakes right now. Let's listen to this a little loud for the end of it. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, like I told you, no edits on this video. Hold on. I wanted to try one more thing before we left. There is a way to take off the cowling. See, now, maybe the... so it's got to be off. Okay. I'm glad I remembered this. Okay, sim's just loading a bit, so. Okay, I like that. I thought you could fly with it off. Oops. Ooh, come on, slow. Okay, that looks pretty good. I will say. Let's see if we can fly with it on. Or off. Okay, it doesn't seem like we can, so. Cool. Alright guys, well, appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you another time.